A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost. Poem number 5. Now let us see who is the poet here. Robert Frost is a highly acclaimed American poet of the 20th century. His poems are always concerned with human tragedies and fears, and in this poem, A Roadside Stand, Frost presents the life of a poor, deprived people, and he gives them the deepest sympathy and humanity. So let us move ahead with the poem. Then this is one of the long poem of your text. So please go through the detailed explanation. The little old house was out with a little new shed in front at the edge of the road where the traffic sped. A roadside stand that too pathetically pled. It would not be fair to say for a dole of bread, but for some of the money, the cash, whose flow supports the flower of cities from singing and withering fame. Now let us see the difficult words and after that the explanation. The little old house was out with a little new shed. What does it mean here? The little old house. Little old house means a very small house. It was extended out with a new little shed. That means a simple shed was extended outside or extended out from this little old house. In front at the edge of the road. Then where this house is situated, it is at the edge of the road. In front at the edge of the road where the traffic sped. Sped means it is the past form of speed. Where the traffic sped. Sped means the fast movement. So where the traffic continuously move, there is this all a little house situated. And it was extended outside with a little new shed. A roadside stand that too pathetically pled. Here you can see the roadside stand in the first page of your poem. A roadside stand is a stand where the poor vendors sell their vegetables or the fruits. Here the roadside stand that too pathetically pled. Pathetically means what? Very pitifully, very sympathetically. Pled is again the past form of plead. What is the meaning of plead? P-L-E-A-D. Pled is the past form of plead. What is the meaning of the plead? Plead means request, made a request. Then what this roadside stand or what this vendor is doing here, he is making a request. He is pleading for the people. Very sympathetically he is making a request. What request he is making here? He want the people to buy the vegetables and fruits from his stand. Okay, this is the request that the vendor made here, and he want the city people to buy the vegetables and the fruits from his stand. It would not be fair to say for a doll of bread, and it would not be good if you say that he was standing there for a doll of bread. What do you mean by doll of bread? Doll of bread means donations. He is not standing there for donation. He is not asking any money from the people. He asked the people to buy the vegetables from him and in turn give him the money. He doesn't want any donation from the people. But for some of the money, the cash, whose flow supports the flower of cities from singing and withering fame. But for some of the money, he expects some money from the people, from the rich people, and this flow supports, this cash supports, this money supports him. And the flower of the cities means what? The best thing of the city. That is what we call the flower of the cities. The best thing of the city, it gets ruined here. Singing means what? It gets ruined. It gets ruined here. And withering faint. Withering means again drying. Faint means it become lifeless. So here the best thing of the city is getting ruined, it is getting drying, and it is getting faint. So he wants the people to buy the vegetables from him. He expects the people to come and buy the vegetable, and in turn the cash will flow into his hand. In turn the money will flow into his hand. So here We have seen the little old house. It was extended outside, and what was constructed there? A new shed. And this roadside stand, it was stood in front at the edge of the road. Then again, the traffic, it was moving very continuously, very fastly there, and the person or the vendor who is standing in this roadside stand, he does not raise it for a doll of bread. He doesn't want to get the donation from the people. They expected the people to come there to buy the vegetables, to buy the fruits from there, and give them the money. Okay, so now let us move towards the next. The Polish traffic passed with a mind ahead, or if ever aside a moment, then out of sorts at having the landscape marred with the artless paint of signs that would in turn wrong and is turn wrong. Offered for sale wild berries in wooden carts, or crook neck golden squash with silver warts, or beauty rest in a beautiful mountain scene. You have the money, but if you want to be mean, why? Keep your money and go along. The Polish traffic. Who are the Polish traffic here? The refined people of the city. The refined people, or the refined people who is passing through in their vehicle, pass with their mind ahead. What the people are doing? They are moving ahead. They are going straight ahead. They are not standing there. They are not coming to buy the vegetable from this poor vendor. Or if ever reside a moment, or if they wait there for a moment, then out of sorts. Out of sorts means what? They get upset, they get irritated. Why they are getting upset or irritated here? At having the landscape marred with the artless paint. Landscape means the scenery, the village scenery. It is getting marred here. Marred means what? It is getting spoiled here. How the village landscape or the beauty of the landscape or the scenery is getting spoiled here? With the artless paint. Artless paint means the clumsy paint, you can say. The paint of the house has gone, and it spoiled the beauty of the landscape here. So if anyone stand there for a moment, and if he looks into the roadside stand, suddenly he get upset, suddenly he get irritates. And at the same time, the signs, you can see the signboards on the road for showing the directions to the north and the south. Here it was written wrong. For the north the direction is wrong, again for the south the direction is wrong. This made the people who stand there for a moment irritated, or they will get upset. Offered for sale wild berries in wooden carts. And what this vendor is selling here? He is selling wild berries. Wild berries is a fruit, just like the blueberry, blackberry and all, and he is selling them in wooden quarts. Quarts is a measuring unit. You know that if you move towards a shopping mall and all, you will get the berries and all in good containers. But this poor farmers, this poor vendor is not at all able to buy a good container to sell his berries. So he is selling it in a measuring unit, in a wooden measuring unit. So the people is not getting attracted by this wooden quarts. Then again, what is the vegetable he had? Crook neck golden squash with silver warts. Again, you can see a squash with him. Squash is again a vegetable just like a pumpkin. It is golden in color, and you can see this vegetable most probably in America. So this is a crook neck golden. Crook neck means what? It is a bend. Okay, it is not straight, it is a bent squash with silver lines on it. Or beauty rests in a beautiful mountain scene. So those people who are coming here to buy the vegetable, they can enjoy the beauty of the nature for a while. If they stop their vehicle and they comes there and they try to buy the vegetable, they can enjoy the beautiful mountain scene. You have the money. If you have the money, and if you want to be mean, if you are not a miser, then what you have to do? You have to come forward, and if you have money, please buy the vegetables from us. Why keep your money and go along? Why you are keeping your money in the pocket and you are moving along? This is what the vendor is asking for this poor farmer. This poor farmer is asking for the city people. Okay, this is the explanation of this first stanza. So very few people, what I have told in the second, that means the first 5 or 6 lines we have explained first. Then after that we have seen very few people care to stop there. Why? Because they doesn't want to stop there. They are getting upset, they are getting irritated by the artless or the clumsy paint of their house, and at the same time the beauty of the scenery is also getting spoiled here. Then the directions are written wrong here. Instead of the north, the wrong direction is given. Instead of the south, also the wrong direction is marked there. If anyone care to stop, what happened? They will get irritated. Then what this roadside stand or the vendor is giving here, he is giving the ordinary things. He is giving the ordinary things of the daily use, that is the wild berries, and you can see the golden gods, or you can say the squash. Squash is a vegetable, just like a pumpkin. It is most probably we can see in America. So this is the explanation of the first stanza. Then again the poet says that the miser could keep the money in his pocket and he will move ahead. Okay, so you should not be a miser. Don't try to be a miser. You have to come here and have to buy the vegetables from us. So first we will see the meanings. Whatever I have written, the pled is again the past form of plead. Then again we can see the other meanings here. Withering means drying. Okay, withering is a word, it means drying here. Then you can say the next one, sort. Out of sorts, it's a phrase, it means upset. Out of sort is a phrase in English, it means upset, or you can say irritated. And N turned wrong, S turned wrong. What does it show? It shows the directions. Okay, the directions are written wrong there. The directions are written wrong there. Then again, squash I told, it is a vegetable. Then berries, you know, just like blackberries and blueberries, it is a fruit. Then Polish traffic means what? Polish is means the refined. Okay, the refined traffic. That is what we call the Polish traffic, the refined traffic, the rich people of the city. And again, doll of bread means what? Doll of bread means a donation. Okay, doll of bread again means a donations. We call the donation whatever. They are not expecting any donation from the city people. They want the city people to buy the vegetable from them or buy the fruits from them and to give them the money. And marred means what? M-A-R-R-E-D. Marred means to get spoiled. Marred means to get spoiled. Already these words I have explained in the stanza. If you want, you can see the meanings again. Okay, so thank you. We will see the next stanza again. So I told you that this is a long poem. Then this is the squash, the vegetable. I told you, just like the pumpkin. This vegetable we can see in America. Then this is the squash. It is golden in color. Then it has some silver lines. It is not visible here in the picture. It has some silver lines. Okay, so we'll move towards the next. So much as the trusting sorrow of water sunset, here far from the city we make our roadside stand and ask for some city money to feel in hand, to try if it will not make our being expand and give us the life of a moving picture promise that the party in power is said to be keeping from us. So much as the trusting sorrow of voters said, this poor farmers, this poor roadside stand or the vendor, he is not asking anything to the people. He is not expecting anything. Then what is his expectation? He have very little dream. What is his dream? Far from the city we make our roadside stand. Our roadside stand is very far from the city. We are in the village and the city people are coming here and they are passing through this traffic place and we expect the city people to buy. So we kept our roadside stand far from the city and ask for some city money to feel in hand. And what we expect here, they want some city money to come to their hand. Why they want the city money? To try if it will not make our being expand. They want to develop their life. Okay, they want to develop, they want to expand themselves, they want to develop their life. For this they want some city money. So these poor farmers are not at all able, they are not at all able to buy the things as they wish because they don't have enough money. So they expect the what we say, the money from the hands of the city people and give us the life of the moving pictures promise. Moving pictures, see the pictures have the apostrophe as here. What is the moving pictures means? It is the film, the movie. So they have seen in the movie the life of the city people and all. It is very clear in the movies. They have seen all these things in the movies and they want to have a life just like that of the city people. That is their dream, that is their expectation, that the party in power is said to be keeping from us. And party in power means who is the party in power here? The political party or the government. And government, what they are doing, they are keeping this moving picture or they are keeping this dream away from this poor farmers. They are keeping this dream away from this poor people. This party in power as the government or the political party, they make this poor people away from their dreams. Okay, now let us see the next. It is in the news that all this pitiful kin are to be bought out and mercifully gathered in, to live in villages next to the theatre and the store, where they won't have to think for themselves anymore. It is in the news. In the news, we can hear it is in the news. There is a news that all these pitiable persons, all these poor people are to be brought out with their belongings, are to be brought out with their belongings. Pitiful kin. Kin means what? Their relatives, their family members or their relatives. That is what we call the kin. So all these poor peoples are gathered or are brought out with their belongings, and they will be made to live in the village next to the theater or the store. Okay, they have to gather and have to live next to the theater and the store. Who is gathering them? Who is making them to live together? To live in villages next to the theater and store, where they won't have to think for themselves anymore. There they don't have any tension. There they don't have to think about their food. They don't have to think. They don't have to think about their food. They don't want to think about their what we say, their shelter. Greedy good doers. Who are the good doers here? Greedy good doers. Greedy good doers are the greedy person who pretend to be good. Okay, so these greedy good doers are here the government. You can say the business people, businessmen. Then again you can say the media. Then the landlords. All these are the greedy good doers. Greedy good doers are always greedy, but they pretend to be good. Okay, so what these greedy good doers are doing? They are gathering these people and make them to stay or make them to be live in one place next to the theater and the store. Beneficent beast of prey. Again, see, the poet has used here the word beneficent beast of prey. Who is the beneficent beast of prey? Beast of prey means a violent. Okay, just like the lion and tiger. So this poet says that these greedy good doers are violent people. They are beneficent. They are generous. Outwardly, they are very generous, but they are very violent people, just like the lion and tiger. Swarm all their lives, and they assemble, they are swarming over the lives of these poor people. They are surrounding around these poor people for their own benefits, enforcing the benefits. Then they are saying the poor people or these poor farmers that they will provide this for them, that for them and all. But what happened? Beneficent beast of prey. What this government is doing? Government is making them to asking at the time of the election and all, they are canvassing them and asking them to vote for them. And after that, what happened? They will not come aside with this poor people. Okay, they will not do any beneficiary or any generous to this poor people. So the same way the landlord also, what the landlord or the businessman is doing, they are asking the land of these poor villagers. Then after that, these poor villagers have to work hard in that. They have to give the harvest and everything to this landlords. So these poor people are always the beast of prey here. Swarm over their lives. Then this greedy good doers government, what they are doing? They are surrounding these poor people that are calculated to soothe them out of their wits. Okay, then soothe means to silent them out of their wits. Okay, then what they are making? They are telling them that they have to be quiet. Everything will be provided to them. They will get every welfare, every benefits they will get. So they should be. They are acting with very intelligence with this poor people. They are playing the drama with this poor farmers, and by teaching them how to sleep, they sleep all day, and teaching them that we are here to work for your welfare, so you can sleep well. There is no need of any tension. Everything will be provided for you. First you have to give the vote for us, then everything will be provided for you. Destroy their sleeping at night the ancient way. So once this greedy good doers, that means the government or the political leaders or this businessman or the landlords, once they tell the people, because what they told, that you have to sleep well, everything will be here for your welfare and all. And at last, once they realize that this is a dream, this is not a true, they are cheating them, that what happened at that time? Destroy their sleeping. Okay, at that time they should know the reality, that reality will destroy their sleep at night in the ancient way. This is what they are doing for long years. Okay, for all days, and from long years the same thing is going on there. So this poor people, the poor vendors, the poor roadside standers, or you can say the farmers, are usually treated badly by this greedy good doers. So we'll see the meanings here, then after that we will move towards the next. So here, in the first few lines, you can see the moving pictures. Moving pictures means a film. Okay, moving pictures means a film here. And again, kin means the relatives. That is one of the hard word here, relatives. Then again, you can see the greedy good was means the person who pretend to be good. And beast of prey means what? Just like the lion. Violent people are called the beast of prey. Sooth means what? Silent. Sooth means we can say it is silent. And teaching them, ancient means what? Old. Okay, teaching them to sleep the all day and destroy their sleeping at the night. And the ancient way, what they will do, they will mint the money and befall this innocent rural people. That is the way what the what we say, this poor this greedy good doers are doing with this poor people. Now we'll move towards the next answer. Sometimes I feel myself I can hardly bear the thought of so much childish longing in vain. The sadness that lurks near the open window there, that wait all day in almost open prayer for the squeal of the brakes, the sounds of a stopping car, of all the thousand selfish cars that pass. Then the poet feels the helplessness of these poor people here. Sometimes I feel myself I can hardly bear the thought of such childish longing in vain. Here the poet is talking about the poor, the people, the helplessness of these poor farmers. Okay, childish means immature. They are longing. They are longing in vain means what? They're having a strong desire. Without any use, they are longing. They are having a strong desire. What is their strong desire? That the people will come towards them. They will buy the vegetables from them. Every day they are waiting there. Then nobody is coming and nobody is buying the vegetable. The sadness that lurks near the open window there. Then they are not at all sitting in the shop for all the day whole. Why? Because there is no rush in the shop, so they are going back to their house itself, and the window was always open there, and they are looking through this window. If anybody comes in the shop or in the roadside stand, suddenly they will go there. That wait all day in almost open prayer, it is a wait for the whole day. Nobody is coming, nobody is coming to buy the vegetable, and they have to wait there for the whole day for their customers. Okay, then they are having an open prayer. They are standing there and praying to get them some customers, and at the same time the money should flow into their hand. So they keep their windows open and wait all day for the customers. For the squeals of brakes, sometimes they can hear the sound of the braking of the vehicles, the stopping of the vehicles, the sound of a stopping car, of all the thousand selfish cars that pass. Just one to inquire what a farmer's prices are. In using the yard to back and turn around, and another to ask the way to where it was bound. And one did stop. Sometimes one of the car will stop, but only to plow, but only to turn over. They want to park their vehicle in the open space. For that purpose they are standing, and one man will stop there to ask the way where to bound the gas. Okay, another to ask could they sell at a gallon, like that. You can see that the people are coming there, they are stopping their vehicle. So at that time, what our roadside stand up will expect, the people are coming to buy the vegetable, but nobody is coming there to buy the vegetable. But instead of that, what they are doing, the loud noise of the brakes and the sound of the stopping car they can hear. So thousands of selfish car owners are passing through that way. Okay, thousands of car owners are passing. No one asks about the fate of our poor farmers, or what amount they are getting, or what price they are getting for their products. Are they are satisfied with that? Are they are hungry? How their family is going on? Nobody is asking. One person stops, but only to use the yard for backing the car and turning around. He want to turn the car, so he want to come to the back to the yard. For that purpose only one person stops there. Another may come and ask the way where it is bound. Okay, where it is leading to, where it is the way to move ahead. These are the things what the peoples are coming and asking. Nobody is coming there to buy the vegetables from them. So we'll see the difficult words here again. Childish means what? Childish means immature. Childish means again, that is immature. Then again we can see the words here. The squeal. Squeal means the sound, or you can say the cries, sound. The sound of the brakes of the stopping cars. Of all the thousand selfish cars that pass, just want to inquire what a farmer's prices are. And plow up. Plow up means what? Turn over. Plow up means turn over. Turn over to the grass. And using in the yard, and another where it is bound. Bound means it is leading to, where this way is leading to. He want to move somewhere, so he want to know the way where it is going on. So we will see again the last stanza of the poem. And another to ask, could they sell it a gallon of gas? They couldn't. They had none. Didn't it seem? No. And country money, the country's scale of gain, the requisite lift of spirit, has never been found, or so the voice of the country seems to complain. I can't help owning the great relief it would be to put these people at one stroke out of their pain. So again, what the poet says here, the life of the rural people. Okay, so he is again saying that again one more man will come, one more passenger is stopping his vehicle. What we say, the car driver is stopping his vehicle there, and what he is asking for a gallon of gas, which is not sold there. The farmer is not selling the gas there. Still, he is coming there and asking for the gallon of gas. Okay, so the life of this poor rural people is in a desperate way. It is in a very desperate way. No, and country money, the country's scale of gain. Money is needed for all the human progress. Money is needed for all the human development. But in countryside, the circulation of money is very less. It is almost, you can say, negligible. It is very less there. Without money and development, this poor, rural poor remain depressed there. They are not getting enough money. They seem to complain of this drawback. Okay, so what the poet says here, in the country money, the country's scale of gain. So whenever the money, they will get the money from the city people, then only this poor village people can progress. They can scale their level. Scale means level. Level of gain means level of progress. They can progress themselves. The requisite lift of spirit. Requisite means here the desired. Okay, desired lift of spirit has never been found. But we can't see any money is coming to them. Any money and development is coming to the hands of this poor people. Or so the voice of the country seems to be complain. So they seem to complain of this drawback. The people are still complaining that nobody is coming and buying the vegetable from us. I can't help owing the great relief it would be. Owing means what? Accepting. A relief again means a comfort. So the poet says that, feels that an unbearable, the poets can feel here an unbearable pain, okay, of this rural poor people. He suffers this unbearable pain of this poor people. And the next day, as I come back into the same, sane again means the sensible, or you can say the balanced here. Their miserable life is worse. Okay, their miserable life is always worse than the death. So he will feel greatly relieved if they are put out of their pain at one stroke. Okay, if they are put out of their pain at one stroke. So the poet expects to be put out of his pain, gently by some other person. So what he expects here, that somebody should help them, and it should be sensible, and they should have to lead a balanced life. I wonder how I should like you to come to me and offer to put me gently out of the pain. And here the poet expects to be to put out of his pain gently by some other person. So this is the one of the very beautiful poem, you can say, written by Robert Frost. Then at the same time, this is a little bit long, so you have to listen to the video for 1 or 2 times to make it more clear. Then here we can see the difficult words in this stanza. The gallon of the gas means a gas. Then here scale, one word you can see. Scale means a level. Scale means a level. And gain means what? Development, you can say, or you can say the progress. Okay, development or the progress. And requisite left means what? The desired left. This is the left of the spirit, what they have found, what they want to do. Okay, this is their desired, can say the desired lift of their spirit. What is the desired lift of the spirit? They want to get developed. Okay, they want to get developed, and the circulation of the money should come to their hand. Then only they should have a progress in their life. So also the voice of the country seems to, then here you can see again awning. Awning, I can't help owning the great relief. Awning means what? Accepting. I can't help the poor people, I can't help these poor farmers, lot of farmers are there, I can't help them. It would be to put these people at one stroke out of their pain. One stroke means what? In one blow, you can say. One stroke means in one blow. At a once, nobody can help this poor. Nobody can bring this poor into the development. Nobody can bring them to an uplift into their progress. But gradually we have to do that, and we have to bring them into the way what they have seen in the movies, what they have dreamt, what they have expected in their life. What is the expectation of the life of these poor people? They want to have a development in their life, just like what they have seen in the moving pictures. What promise the moving pictures is given to them, what the party people, the political party is given to them. Then again, come back of the sane. Sane means again the sensible, you can say sensible, or you can say the balance. That is what the same here. And offer to put me gently out of my pain. So this is the poem. It's one of the beautiful poem written by Robert Frost, and here the Frost present the lives of this poor, deprived people with pitiless clarity. He has given it with the clarity, but at the same time the sympathy is also there, and he has given the deepest sympathy for this humanity, for this poor people. So